Hey guys, Lepo here from the VAELES, and welcome to our first podcast. It's called Put It on the Couch. So we come together, you get to know us, and we yarn about almost anything. It's not a porno, even though it sounds like a porno, but it's not. I've got my co-host here, Casey. You want to introduce yourself, bro? Introduce. You want to introduce yourself, bro?
Can you say that one more time, please?
You want to introduce yourself, bro?
Oh, bro. Don't do this.
My English is not English.
You are very good Englishing.
English.
Yeah, after listening to my mom, man.
Bruh.
Well, yeah, introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name's, what's my name? Hold on. Yeah, guys, my name's Casey. I'm also known as Kaijo. I'm a local Torres Strait Islander here in Cairns. And we're looking forward to this podcast, guys. We got a Bala that's on with us tonight. Let's go.
I am the head collector, educated and turning 19. Young killer gorilla, call me a Viking. Pumping that one ended up in the club or sipping a cup in the back. I know the sermon. Been around for years, I feel like I'm Ernie Dingo. And I know my block and I know my hood, the slang and all the lingo. Y'all, this be the nightmare on Elm Street. My flow, Freddy Krueger. Demons can't be deceiving, receiving it like Medusa. I'm a Rastabala coming from the east. El romanzo, you sabe I beast. I pull them and stop in no beat. Plus, you plan no sabe my speed. Couldn't really give a fuck, it's time to level up. I broke the seal, now it's time for me to devil up. My mother always told me I was meant for something. It was more than the money. Clothes, diamonds, watches, the bezel up. And down with all eyes and hustle, we'll be walking in the building. Couldn't work, stay on the hustle to work it out. With both my children, family first. Don't melt the pot, we get the drop. We pull it up and let it serve like Wimbledon. The black jock of it. Who's first? Who's next? Bitch, I ain't even gotta stop. It's a matter of me trying to focus my mind. I'm working these bitches till I hit the top. Fuck with these busters, I mean that. Running with these double cuts, I make a lean back. Reeboks dirty, you know how for rebacks. I got love in the street because the streets be black.
Yeah, we have our special guest, Marshall, also known MRSHMNI. He's a young artist, been around for years. We've actually watched him grow. He's got awesome content. His bars are on fire. Welcome, bro. Thanks for coming.
Shots, bro. Thanks for welcoming me. It's a good opportunity I wanted to take. Familiar faces here. So yeah, I'm stoked to be here, bro. Thank you for having me. Shout out to all the mobs that are willing to do this as well. Because a lot of us like I was talking to Uncle before, a lot of us are ashamed, but first episode, but shout out to the next mobs that are gonna.
Many more to come.
Yeah, shout out to the next mobs that are coming on, man. So yeah.
Yeah, no shame. Leave shame at the door.
Well, thank you for introducing yourself.
English.
But yeah, Marshall's been at it for many years. I've known Marshall since we were young, and since he was dancing, we all used to dance battle each other. It was so funny, but we were corny as young fellas, eh? And then he got into music, and I noticed when you got into music, we spoke about this earlier off camera, that the enemies or the people who doubt you all start in the circle. It's always local first, they don't want to see you grow. And I'm totally against that we all should be uplifting each other.
Yeah, 100%.
But what kicked it all off for you, bro? Like, what made the shift from you going from a dancer out of nowhere to music?
Yeah, well, been dancing all my life. Well, not even just not just hip hop, all that stuff. But mainly from the start, it's always been traditionally dancing. I guess, like as a Torres Strait man, I think that's one of the things a lot of our men grow up with. Just that culture starts first. Like even before this music and before dance, it's culture first. So I think that's where it kind of started with me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got comfortable, doing the dancing within my family and stuff because I felt like, if you did something wrong, your family is the one that's gonna tell you. So when you're out there and you're doing, even if you do right or wrong, and someone tell you like, how they feel, you kind of like, oh well,
helps you deal with.
Yeah, it helps you deal with it. So it's like, so I felt like, that was one of the main things. But with the music side, it just it just hit me one day, bro. I was just like, I've always, did music myself.
Yeah.
I used to play the drums at church as well.
You drum?
I used to drum at my church. Yo, not as good as you guys.
Yeah. I was just shocked that you
No,
drummed.
no, I used to drum at the church and stuff, yo. But yeah, the music, it was just always on both sides of my family. Mum and dad, mum's side always with the church, and my uncles playing the instruments and stuff. Granddad always singing. The lead guitarist as all the dads usually do.
Damn.
Yeah. But then on my dad's side too, it was practically the same. On my dads and uncles, they were all jammed, all music men.
What did we say before the Jackson 11?
We'll say that.
11.
No, Jackson 9's over this side, Jackson 8. I'm at the 11's over here, bro. Yeah,
There's plenty of views, man. You got a
yo.
big family, bro.
Yeah,
Both of you
100.
have a big family, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Is there
yeah.
any connection there? Or?
I call her sister Blaim, Sissy. So him call me Unc, so I'll de.
Yeah.
You must have, I'd call you daddy if.
Well, I'm not even gonna lie. Like when you think of it, like most of us grow up calling our uncles dad. So Uncle Dad Casey, Dad Casey. They're probably like
I think because it's a cultural thing, and it's also respecting.
Yeah.
100. Yo.
Because when you're in a village, on an island, everyone becomes your plays that adult father figure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Every you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like when you do something wrong, not only your biological mom and dad give you belting or hiding.
Yeah.
Your uncle, people, everyone, they think, and that's why for us, with our law and our way of life that's why we grow up, being straight.
Yeah.
And it's all part of our culture, man. Like Balaya mentioned about culture,
Yo.
Marsh, like you learn from, you started off with that heavy influence, from dad's side, from mom's side, and but culture is what gives us everything we need to make our journey in music or dance easier. Because we do it as part of our
100%.
culture from a young age.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
It does.
Yeah, 100%.
That's why for Marcia, it's probably, it's easier, Bulls,
Yeah,
you found that it was like you did it naturally.
Yeah, that's it felt like
You did it.
Well, I start, Caleb was saying, you do have them ones in your ear and stuff, but then also when you're mobbed, your pamela, sabe, like, no, that's how it's been.
That's it.
And and then when they start saying that, and then it's the other mobs around you, they start to realize, like,
yeah.
But for you, bro, like, what's fueling the journey? What's keeping you going, man?
just trying to make sure, like, I was a better person than my dad myself, Not saying that in a bad way, but like,
I get what you're saying.
I'm just like, because a lot of our mobs, just like I was talking, Uncle Casey before, we all have that generational trauma as Indigenous people from this land, So not all of us are growing up in with roses and rainbows, Not all of us have grew up like that. So but yeah, that's my drive. I guess making sure that my mum's right, first. Mark and them, I'm not the best with handling money myself.
Yeah.
But like I try to like always make sure, like, as long as my pamela right, I'm right too,
Yeah.
I love that with you, bro, because I always see on your page, always backing your culture, always backing. Shout out to your mom and all that. Shout out, auntie.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah.
Sissy.
I'm on my way to have more kids than you. So.
He's nearly there.
Yeah, enjoy your numbers, auntie, because I'm coming for it.
Yeah, he's gonna create his own community. This
one.
one.
My kids are half PNG, half.
Ooh.
PNG, proper nice girls. Hey, babe.
Yeah. Hey, babe. Yeah, I miss you too.
Because your woman's PNG.
Yeah, my missus is PNG too. You gotta.
That's love, man. Yeah,
That's love, man.
Yeah.
I find it's good too, because like I find like, well, being Torres Strait Islanders, I find that when we indulge or like like expand in those kind of corners, but like that are very similar.
Yes,
it's I find that it's really reconciling.
It is.
Because very, very similar, and it's just like
our neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like when we do that, it's it also lets Islanders know that
Yep.
there's Islanders of Australia.
Yeah.
We kind of go to the same trades and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like
We
it's
all the
mad.
same.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
We all the same.
Yeah.
We just speak, kind of different language and have our own day. But we were talking about this last time. We got our every city has their own language,
Yeah,
slangs and all that stuff, and
100.
and for us, TI, we got Creole.
Wow.
That's our common language.
Common,
Then every
yeah.
island got all different
Different,
language
yeah.
group of them plus. So for us, Creole, you go PNG, talk Pidgin.
Yeah,
That's the common language
That's
group,
their
but they got like
common-
8,000 language,
Yeah, man.
bruh. And then so like everywhere has their own language group and slangs and whatnot. And so that's kind of how we connect.
Yo,
You know,
I like that too, because like Bala can be from Samoa, Bala can be from Tonga,
us.
but then you'll hear that like one word means this and there.
Yeah.
But over here, it means
Spot on.
this. And it's just
Well-
like, oh, how did that get over there?
Yes.
It's
Well,
like,
that's what I said to the bro here.
oh, 100.
That's what we spoke about.
yeah,
Yeah.
when we were talking about when I first came up here and I heard which way Bala or Bala which way or someone corrected me and said sometimes you say butter. I was like, you go left at the traffic lights. Like I put up a little teaser about that and I was just laughing and I was like, but
Oh,
it's so
man,
true.
It's true,
It's
yeah.
true.
100.
Or you go to Sydney and someone says, oh, brother, that's hectic, you know. what I
Yeah,
mean?
like it's different, but like,
Yeah. Or the Americans say, oh, I F with that.
yeah.
I F with you. And I'm
Yo.
just like, what did I do to you, bro? Like, but
Why
like,
is he
I know
mad?
it's just the slang. Yeah,
Nah,
the slang really
100.
mixes it all up.
Yo,
Oh, that's crazy because we were talking about how there's a bit of a language barrier between Polynesians and Indigenous.
oh
And
yeah.
it's not like we don't hate each other or anything,
Yeah, no.
unless there's a community that does. But I find that even with our speech pattern, the way we talk away from the slang, we seem to misinterpret each other a bit.
Yeah, yeah,
I've noticed that.
definitely.
Yeah,
Spot on.
even
100, yeah.
tones, even
Yeah,
tones.
100.
Because
Oh, yeah.
I know with the Chinese, they have a harder way of speaking,
Yo.
but they're not being rude.
Yeah,
They're not.
yeah,
They're
100,
being
yeah.
polite to
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
100.
And I've noticed that with the Torres Strait Islanders sometimes, or the Aboriginals, I'll hear this hard tone, and I judge by the tone because like I don't know what they're saying.
Yo.
And so I think they're mad at me, but they're not.
Yeah.
And and I know some people said with us Islanders, we're giving like a soft voice, big guy, soft voice, and then
Right.
they don't know that he's actually mad.
Yo.
It's just his tone so soft.
It's actually funny that he says that because I remember the first time meeting your parents.
Yeah.
So first time I met them, it's like we come over for a bit and like she starts to realize, oh yo, you're one of my sons now, like you're coming over.
Yeah.
Mm.
So like, and this is just for like I guess for every black housing as well, but like
Yeah.
when you get that comfortable with a certain auntie or something like that, you're now gonna get what her son's getting.
Yeah.
If her son's gonna get in trouble,
Yeah.
you're getting,
Yeah.
you're getting in trouble too.
Yeah.
Like you get the same treatment,
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
You
like
do.
that's the one thing I've always noticed within whether you're Islander
Yeah.
or Aboriginal, all of
Yeah.
us. That's the one thing that I always took on board. That's why I don't, even if
Yes.
I don't call Caleb's mum auntie all the time. Sometimes I'll call her mum too, because
Yes.
like that's just how we were brought up. But
Yeah. And I think it
Yeah.
all goes back to our culture.
yeah, 100.
Our culture taught us these things, and that's why we connect with.
No,
Doesn't matter where you're from, and this, if you come from a culture,
yeah,
we there, and sometimes we're even connected. Like me, I'm connected to to Tana Island in Vanuatu.
that's us.
So we got dance about Tana fire,
yeah,
them kind of something. So
yeah,
and our words, we got words that relate or
Yeah.
sound different, but they use it for different or man word, a name or woman name or one and all scan all them kind of things.
Yeah.
But it definitely is it helps us adapt to Polynesians,
Yeah.
Micronesians,
Straight up.
Melanesians,
Yeah.
everywhere, and so we
Because,
all
I do, like I get what you mean, bro. Because when his mum would tell me something, I'll think, bro, I'm in trouble. Like,
Yeah.
oh, bro, I'd say the boys, like, bro, I don't think we should go back now. Like, just
You
maybe like,
start feeling bad.
Because this guy practically lived with us at
Yeah.
one stage. But that's only because there was a lot of fun happening at that age
yo,
Yeah.
where we
100.
were all just getting up to stuff.
Yeah.
And we were about to get a hiding or something like that.
Yeah.
And then I would pray and be like, I hope he gets one with us, you know.
Yeah.
Come down with the crew. Okay.
Calm down.
I don't want this guy sitting in the corner. Like, good luck, boys. I was like, nah.
Nah.
Like an
I want
angel?
you, yeah, I was like, nah. I want your ass here, get with me. I want to hold your hand and be like, we're gonna be all right.
When you think of it, though, I was actually all right, eh? Like, I kind of was like, you know, I was doing everything that, you know, we were doing what we were doing,
Yeah.
but I always found like,
You would always be the little bit more responsible one.
yeah, but I'd always be the first to spit it out.
Ah, yes.
'Cause if he's not saying, you know, go to Marshall,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, comes to the black one. Yeah, comes to the black guy, like, man. And then like, but you know, I've never really got into too much trouble. But I do remember one time when his mum cracked at me, and I was just like, I did that. But you know, I was like, yo, auntie,
He deserved it.
yeah.
He deserved it, bro. I wish that I could have joined you with that one, but you know, I only want you joining me, not me joining you.
You know? No, because I was smart, right? Just
Throw him under the bus.
yeah, everyone, like, if we were in trouble, all the boys would go together. But this time it was just Marshall. Yes.
Yes,
Okay. I'm not coming back for a week. Nah.
No, that's a good, and you know, I just want to say too on that, like, I find your family really have a big heart. You know, I know from your dad, and after knowing your mom and dad,
100, bro.
and they've taken a lot of youth, particularly youth, in and treated them like their own. You know,
Yo.
like, and I've heard not only stories, but after getting to know you guys, your dad particularly, and then your mom and all that. That's just awesome, man. Because
100.
you know, when you go to the islands, it's nothing beats like having your cousins or
That's it,
the kid
man.
from down the road over for a movie night, and we all become a family. You know,
Connect, bro.
doesn't matter. You might be from another family, even them. You know, the some of them color kids or white kids that come to their teachers or their parents are teachers or whatever on the island. The kids come over and we all like chill out, and our parents treat them like their own, you know, and so it's the same kind of concept. So I just wanted to mention that.
Thank you, bro.
That's good that you say that too, because when I go back to Ireland, when I go home, all them color, like, you know, white small kids on there, they don't speak English.
No.
And that's why I'm like, it's true, man. I go there and they talk
big top.
Yeah,
Creole.
man, they talk
Big
full
top.
blowing Creole. And it's just like, oh, what, son? You know,
Yes.
your family, bro.
Slangs.
Yeah, slangs.
They
know
talk a
everything.
lot of the slangs because it's cool, you know, to them, and they love being, you know, being a youth. It's a sense of identity.
Yo, 100.
And they love it once they get a taste of that, because it's part of our culture.
Yeah.
Once they get a taste of that, bro, they just want to be like us.
Yo, 100.
You know what I've
Straight
noticed?
up.
It's it might be a little off subject, but since you brought up my parents, but even just listening to your guys' culture a bit more, I've started noticing things like, and I always take into account what generally happens is someone's always got something to say about our parents. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for me, the reason why I've never judged it, because I've always looked at anyone who comes from a culture background, our parents in that era, it's just straight up survival.
Yeah, bro.
That's,
100.
sometimes bridges are burnt. But if I had to pick my kids' well-being and stuff like that over a friendship, it's just the way it is.
Bro, 100.
And what do you call it? I find that a lot of people seem to attack their parents when we're doing well.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, bro, you can't judge us by our parents, but
yeah,
we always give them a good shout out, and it's nice to hear something good.
It is.
yeah, it is, man.
It's nice to
Like,
hear
100.
good things said about parents. And I
No.
think when we encourage each other, we should always respect the rest of the family at the same time. You know what I
100%,
mean?
right.
100.
Not everyone's perfect, but
Yeah.
that's survival, bro. Like,
It is.
man.
We're trying to make moves.
Yo,
you know?
Yeah.
word.
It is, and no one's perfect, man. Like we live in a day and age where it's a cruel world, man.
Yeah.
Like it's a cruel world, and we are born survival, and we're still surviving.
Yeah.
Bro,
Like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And so we're all on that. And respect, the biggest thing is respect. When respect is due, that's why I had to mention. I said, man, like credit's due to the parent for
Yeah,
your
man.
parents
Yeah,
in
thanks,
regards
bro.
to,
Yeah.
because Mars just started talking about.
Yeah.
Yo.
Oh, I didn't know that he had spent some time and took,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
they
bro.
all these stories come out, and I'm like, oh, okay. I said, here's another one. Like I've been hearing a lot of these stories
Yeah.
about,
Yeah.
you know, and so shout out to mum and dad. Good on them. They got a big heart, and
Yo.
you know, they're helping me. But yeah,
And you know, it's like we do have a lot of yeah, like we say, like in Cairns, we have a lot of diversity with our Polynesian Islanders
yeah.
and stuff, But yeah, I find it like you got them certain families that everyone knows, like
Yeah, yeah,
not
yeah.
only like because I know that when I go up home and where we're from,
Yeah, yeah.
I listen mum and dad's name up there,
Yeah.
and like everyone's like, nah, they're good people, and then like for my Tongan family, like shout out to the VAELES
Yeah.
as well, like
Shout out.
100 for them as well, like
Yeah.
Too
deadly.
they're known really well up in TI and stuff as well. So like I feel like when we do have that I wouldn't say island on island like conflict, but that kind of little bit of a standoff,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like like who's gonna pull the gun first kind of thing.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I feel like that kind of eases out
Yeah.
when we have families like like yours,
Yeah, yeah.
like the Moalas, and
Yeah.
the ones that take time to not even just acknowledge, but just to know like
Yeah.
what's in their backyard when they come here.
It is true. And I find Pacific Islanders, Polynesian, Tongans,
Oh.
whatever, man, they're respectful people.
100%.
Mm.
Whether they're Christian or not, but and it's warming, and to me, like it's like
Yo,
it makes me feel like I'm home.
Yo,
home
100.
from home. Because when I see same thing, indigenous,
yo,
Aboriginals, whatever,
Mm.
Fijians, whatever, Vanuatu, I see them all. It's a hard thing to explain, but it's very comforting, like you said.
yeah,
It's
100.
very comforting, and that's
Yeah.
why it draws people. Like
Yeah,
Marshall
100.
saying what he's saying is it's comforting for him, and it
Yeah.
draws him in. It's affectionate because gets that same feeling and that same
Yo.
thing from his own parents, his own people,
Yeah.
his own culture and whatnot. So yeah,
That's
Yeah,
Nah,
man,
that's awesome.
Shout out to the Vailea mum and daddy there.
Us.
Yo.
Shout out, mom and dad.
Yo,
I don't
shout
know
out
why
to
he's
you,
sucking
man.
up now, but I know he wants something. He wants something, and he's done something.
Can I take one of these iPhones?
I met a fella who said he went up to you in the gym.
Yo,
Yeah,
yo.
what was that all about?
It was crazy, because funny story, I was with the bro here that's sitting in the back here, but I was with one of the little bros and came up and he said, yeah, God told me to just tell you, let you know that like you're on a like he did tell me to watch what I say too,
Yeah, yeah,
because he did mean like all from a good heart, because he said like a lot of people are watching
yeah,
and you're doing it good, like you're hitting him in the right areas.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, and he was saying like
Yeah.
keep real to yourself, like keep that
Yeah.
authentic to yourself. But I guess when he said just watch what you're saying, I think he meant like like don't fill your plate up if you're not ready to eat yet.
Ah,
what I mean?
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Yo, because
That
like
is a good analogy. Yeah.
I do see that a lot within this industry, especially from Cairns.
Yeah.
Like the eyes eat more than the stomach. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
They're worried about how they feel after before they even have the first bite. You know?
Bro, because he was a great guy when I met him. He ended up saying a pretty profound quote to me. He said that the bigger the resistance, the bigger the glory. And I was like,
100.
oh, bro.
Nah, it's
I was like, do you
100%.
just walk up to random people and say
No.
awful stuff like that?
All right, I
Bro,
felt him when he said that, because I literally looked at Jay and I was like, bro, what the fuck?
He saw right through you. Eh?
Yeah, I was just like,
Yeah, yeah.
you know what's funny, man? Like, I needed that. I
Yeah.
needed someone to remind me, because
Yeah.
my grandparents, my grandfather's a pastor,
Yeah.
and like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, but I haven't always been the best grandchild,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like when he tells me something, it's just like, or even my grandmother, when them two both tell me something, it's just like it pulls you down to earth again.
Grounds.
Kind of like
Yeah.
grounds you, yeah. So when he said that to me, it was just like, I've had a lot of people come to me and say the same shit, bro. But it's the way that you said it.
Yeah.
It's like and how you,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
kind of like fuck yeah, I'm getting told by my granddad, like
Yeah, yeah.
it was a reminder, because I'm not gonna lie, I was going off rails a bit too.
Yeah.
It's just, everything's not perfect, bro. But yeah, G, when he told me that, I kind of like stepped back and I was like, shit, it was weird, eh? I
It's
was
like God
yeah.
spoke to him and he came
Oh,
up to you
100.
and decided that's what he wanted to say. And
Yo.
that's awesome. So shout out to George Bell.
Yeah, bro. Shout out
Shout
out,
to
brother.
Uncle George, man. Yo,
Yeah.
George
it's a man
Bell.
of bro. He's a good
straight
guy.
up, man. I needed that day.
Brother, quick touch base there. So Marsh, when did it all start for you? So when did dancing start for you? Apart from you mentioned culture, island dance and all
Yup.
that, but when did hip hop start for you? So when did
Oh,
you
okay.
hip hop dancing start for you?
Yo.
And then roughly when did the singing start for you?
Yo, yo.
Hip hop. When did that kick off?
Okay, yeah. So for the for the dancing, wow, when we dancing, so since I was
Born. Head spin to the
actually,
egg.
but yeah, since I was like
In diapers.
yeah,
He head spin to the egg, and then when he came out, did like a backflip. It's like, hey, sup, mum?
100.
Yeah, chuck that cardboard on the floor. Let me head spin for you.
Yeah, that's the one, bro. No, but 100. Like I'd say about like around 9, 8ish.
Dancing, hip hop dancing.
hip hop
Oos.
dancing style.
Bro, that's young, man.
Yeah, I met a lot of famous people with
Yeah.
it too. I opened for Flow Rider.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
yeah, back in the days, you know.
wait,
back
did
in
you?
the days,
Did you actually open it for Flow Rider?
Flow Rider.
Oh, okay.
Who else? Yeah,
I
Sean
can't top that.
Kingston. Sean
Oh,
Kingston.
bro, that's
Well, you
good.
actually opened for these
Yeah,
guys?
bro, our brothers, bro. So yeah, shout out to Sean
Oh
Kingston.
wow! I didn't even know you opened for those people. That is so cool.
That's
man.
good. That's actually big. That's a
Yeah.
big, especially for here, far
Yeah.
north,
No.
if you did something like that, at that age,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a big thing, bro. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So,
man.
and, I always like see it on the movies and stuff too. at the time,
Yeah.
And like when it actually happened, I'm like, I'm a kid. I'm going into a nightclub.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
this is
Man.
sick.
Deadly,
But
deadly.
yeah, it was fun. I met shout out to Roger too, my big bro.
Roger that.
Roger that.
Cool.
Shout out Roger
Ah,
that.
He's good, man. He
oh,
was
he's the
good.
man.
You know,
He used to film our charity stuff, bro, as
Nah,
well. But he was
100.
an awesome dancer growing up.
bro.
Now, so at what point did the music start? Did you start singing? Like, is there a memory or what kind of started it or what?
Yeah, I kind of have one. It was So yeah, we've been doing the dance most
Yep.
of my life. Me and my brother, like my young life,
Yep.
and then yeah, it was just one day. Me and my little brother Mavante,
Uh,
we were just sitting down and we were at my uncle's house. Actually, Uncle Pat's, and he was going through all his beats. All his
he
beats.
produces. Eh?
Yeah,
No.
he was doing beats and he rapped too. He rapped.
Us?
So like he was sitting there and he was we were just sitting and I was watching him do it all. And that day he's like, "Oh, do you wanna hop on and write something or like hop on and
Yeah,
kill it?" And I was like, "No, yeah." I was like, "Yeah, I'll do it."
yeah.
So I wrote something and we did a little track together. I never got it. I never got the track handed back to me. But
It's in
Yeah,
the secret
he
vault,
Kept
bro.
it. He'll release it later on.
keep that one, Uncle Pat. Don't show it. But it started there, and I remember I was in the back of the car with my uncle, Uncle Ashton. Shout out to Uncle Ashton and
Last gen.
Shout out.
another big bro, Boshe.
Boshe,
yeah.
yeah.
Boshe.
Yeah.
So I was I was with my big bro Toshia and my auntie was driving and
Shout out Toshio.
shout out Toshia and this one and then I forgot what beat was playing and the beat was playing and I remember I was sitting in the middle and then them two were like looking out the window and
You started
I just
busting out.
started I just started doing the like this is a mad beat. I want like
Started
it's like,
vibing,
I got these bars to this beat.
Yeah,
I wonder if it like, it'll fit. So I started, and I was like, yeah, it goes. So I started mumbling it. And then like, I seen Uncle Ashton like leaning over, like doing them ones like,
Yeah. Trying to
"Geez,
listen.
man, what are you
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
bro? And then I was like, I started like stuttering, it's like,
Yeah,
because he was running and was like, no, do it again.
Do it
again.
again.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, Toshio, like rewind that beat back, do it again. And then like I did it, I stuffed up. It was like, nah, do it again.
Yeah.
Your first.
Did it
support
again,
group.
and then when I nailed it, I just started seeing them going like,
Yeah.
That's mad, bro.
They're like,
Yeah.
and the next thing you know, it went from like rapping in front of them to doing this. Now you're coming to this party, but you're gonna mock this baller for me. You're gonna come down. You're gonna run down this. You're gonna run down this baller, bro. You're gonna make him shame, bro.
I was just about
And
to say, man, good support, but they just set you up to attack.
That was
Dude,
we're gonna use this
I'm,
guy.
I'm grateful for that because
Yeah.
because as Island Man too, like you try to say something to an Island Man, I'm always got something to say back.
It's the mocking,
The
bro.
mocking.
It's always gotta be on top.
Yeah,
again.
I like the
Yeah,
roasting. The Americans or what you used to call it, right? But we call it mocking. Like,
Yeah.
and
Mock sesh.
our mock sessions, like, Bro, we go all
Gets
in, bro.
competitive.
Yeah, we go all in. Like,
It gets
Bruh.
pretty deep too.
Oh,
Even
bro.
us Polynesians,
word, bro, like,
everyone's. You say some
And it-
harsh stuff,
yo, and it got to that point. It was like, you know, we had them few ballers, bro, that it was untouchable when it comes to this mocking thing. Like, you got nothing.
There
And then
usually
I was
is.
like,
eh?
yeah.
There usually
And then
is.
bang, bro, it's like, oh, okay. My small baller Marsha gonna come say a few things. Oh, and then I was just like, oh well,
Is it?
yeah. And I think
Oh,
that's
wow.
they kind of built me into that. Like,
that mentality
yo,
and that
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
you know?
and then having mum's younger brothers too, like Uncle Ken, it was one Kunzi that you can't mock him.
I
He's
must say, I know exactly the feeling because when we mock and when you say something, well, he was probably rapping, but when you say something and everyone laugh or one another, it's the best feeling because
'Cause everyone
you
goes
feel
off,
on
yeah,
top of the world, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And it was that feeling, eh?
100%.
All right, Balamash, take a moment to speak to the audience.
Yo.
And just tell them, you know, who you are, who MRSHMNI is,
Yo.
what you're about, and anything you have on your chest in regards to hip hop culture and all of that stuff. Let them know. And yeah, man, it's all yours, brother.
Yeah, well, yeah, for starters, I just want to touch base with the younger generation. Yeah, that's one thing I've want to always talk about. Yeah, I just feel like we were saying before, it's one of those things for our people, you know,
Yep.
especially our young indigenous mob, that S word, you know, that shame word, you know.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah, I feel like that's one thing that
It's a vibe killer.
yeah, you know,
I call
like,
it the vibe killer.
it is, it really is. I feel like yeah, I just feel like, you know, if you're really good at something, or even if you're not sure but you want to continue in doing something, I just feel like, you know, you just keep doing it. Yeah, even like you were saying before, no matter what you do, you know, like
No
if,
matter how much talent you got,
yeah, no matter how much talent you got, I mean, like hard work pays off in the end.
hard work is what
Yo,
gets you there.
100%.
Spot on, bro.
Yeah,
Spot on.
it's not gonna be all sunflowers and rainbows to start.
Yeah.
I will tell you that yeah, you will have a lot of your very
Criticism?
close, yeah, your close mates especially.
Try to kill your
Yeah,
vibe.
just that, you know, I'm always cautious. I wasn't always, but like nowadays I am.
Yeah.
Just watch who you bring in your circle.
Yeah.
You know, I find that that's a really a good thing to like be aware of.
Yeah.
But also too is just to always keep an eye out and you know, just make sure you tap in with them bullers or sissies that you feel that aren't going the right way.
That's right.
You know, because I hear this saying a lot, you know, like you are who you grow up with.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so real.
I mean, it is for me. I think it is in some points, but I think in a lot of areas too, I think it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Because you know, a lot of my big brothers, a lot of the guys that I grew up with, and still hanging around with today,
Yeah.
a lot of them are not what you considered normal people.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm saying this in the eyes of the public. You know, like yo, they're not, wouldn't be considered like, oh, I couldn't sit next to this guy type of people. You know.
Yeah.
And, but like I feel like those are the guys that kind of made me who I am.
Who you are today.
Yo, today, and half of them are locked up, but you know, it's those ones too that you always gotta give that sense of attention to.
Yeah.
Because it's like yeah, when I hear that, or you are who you hang out with, it's just like I haven't hung out with the best people.
Yeah.
And look at me.
Yeah.
I think I'm doing all right. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
I think I'm doing all right. So
spot on.
Yeah, I just feel like look after your own.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be aware. And yeah, and if you are indigenous or not, but if you are, or if you come from any background, I always culture first.
Culture first.
Culture first.
Nice, bro.
I think that's what a lot of our young mobs too are misled about.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of everyone wants to be gangster these days. I feel like, you know, there's too many gangsters, not enough chiefs.
That's it.
And I feel like we need to bring our young men down to that chief mentality.
Yeah.
Just feel like, yeah, we all got you know, it's definitely harder for us. It is as indigenous mobs.
Yeah.
there's you know, they say we got all these privileges,
Yeah.
but with all them privileges, there's just more obstacles too. So
Yeah.
Oh wow, good
yeah, in the
one.
struggle, bro. You know,
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man.
You know, like,
100%.
You
you
know what
can-
it takes to get to
Yo.
fame.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's millionaires out there that wake up with trillions in their bank accounts, and the next day it's all gone.
Yeah.
You
Done.
know, so I feel like if you're doing it, you're making the good dosh.
Yep.
Make sure you're making it well, and not only just for like your family, but only for your own well being as well,
Yeah.
spiritually as well.
Mm.
Because you know we are very
Yeah.
spiritual people, but I feel like and always just tap in, bro. Tap in with your mob.
Yeah.
I know a lot of our mobs down south don't have that connection, and you know it was taken from them. But you know, even if you got a brother that knows, sissy that knows the ways, never be afraid to ask or never be afraid to learn. So,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
I just think just keep an open mind to everything, but just watch your energy.
Yep.
You know,
Watch your
100,
energy.
yeah.
That was nice. It was nicely
Oh,
said,
100,
bro.
I think that's all.
I love the beauty and the struggle that stood out.
Yeah,
And
you know.
gangsters and chiefs.
Oh, 100.
Because you got to look after the village, bro. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Down south they have a lot of resources, so I feel like that's why a lot of them pop off.
A lot of support too.
Yeah, a lot of support, and but yeah, up here, yeah, I'm gonna say I feel like we the Compton,
Yeah.
we the NWA of Australian music,
Yeah.
far north Queensland.
Yeah.
Man,
We're multicultural. We
Oh.
got everything here.
we've got
We just
yeah.
don't have the support in the areas
Yeah.
that we needed, eh?
And
Right.
support in the sense of media as well
Yeah,
would be
yeah,
great. Not
Yep.
just like issues happening.
Yeah.
Like bump up the
Yeah.
artists, bump up the talents and stuff.
Yeah.
a bit
Yeah,
more.
straight up. Because like you know,
Because all in saying that, sorry, the rest of Australia just sees all the bad stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, this happened in Far North Queensland. This happened in Far North Queensland.
Yeah.
But where's all the good stuff,
Yeah,
bro?
yeah.
And it doesn't have to be bumped up in like indigenous this, indigenous that.
Yo,
They could just post your name. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
straight.
people will know if you're indigenous or not.
Yeah, exactly.
But when you just label indigenous, it's kind of like separating
Yeah.
you. You know what I mean?
yeah, I feel
Spot on.
Yeah.
It's like that, yeah. But yeah, it's just I think that's what for the music side thing too. I just feel like we are such a hidden gem. We're like it's not that I don't find that we've been like I don't feel like we're hidden. I just feel like that we're not heard.
Yeah.
You know, I did take one of the biggest steps. You know, like having to put myself out there as well. You know, as a
Yep.
man from the far north, because we do come from a small city,
Yeah.
and like we were talking about before, you know,
Yeah.
it's usually the ones around you that'll try and bring you down. But in saying that, like when I was talking about time when I was doing it here over the years, the people that hated me the most ended up becoming some of my very close mates
Yeah.
because they realized that like I don't think they realized. I just think they watched and they kind of
What you develop. and
develop. Yeah, they seen it and they were like, bro, like,
Yeah.
okay.
Now we understand.
Now I understand. So I feel like, but yeah, with this music thing, like in the far north, man, these guys think I'm good. All right. Come to Cairns.
Yeah.
Come to far, not even Cairns, come to far north.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro, I'm saying this as one of the biggest artists from here. I'm probably half of what you'd get, but there's some killers up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Shout out
some
to
killer-
Peter Nye and
Oh, shout out to
all the
Ari B,
boys.
shout out
BSK, Bala
BSK,
Yeah.
yeah, Elijah the Prophet,
Mm.
Truth.
Awesome.
The North got something to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like wait
We're
there
gonna
for
make noise. Eh?
100. So
Yo.
I think that was one of the other reasons too why I kind of pulled out from the label that I was with. Man, they ran numbers. They were good.
Yeah.
And I did some bangers with a few of their artists.
Yeah.
But then I just realized I was still like, if these guys are spinning out on me,
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, oh man, what if these guys actually came, chilled for a month or two, or sit in the backyard of where we're
Yeah.
from?
Yeah. And seeing
These
some
will
of the
be-
other boys too.
These are going to be
yeah.
wanting pulling books and wanting to sign this and wanting to sign that.
Come
that
to
and
an
that.
event in Cairns, like a
Amen.
hip hop
Yeah.
event.
100.
Bring what you got and come
Yeah.
up to Cairns. Like, we
Yeah.
got, what's his name again? Zoned Out going down there. Where was it? Sydney? He,
Yeah.
he battled
Sydney,
Curse.
went to
He
Sydney,
went
yeah.
down there to Basel thing, battle thing,
Cursor.
a cursor,
Mm.
and he killed it.
Right,
But he had to go there.
yeah.
Like,
Bro, because small town things, bro, that's all you've got to do
Yo,
Bro,
But
years on the
yeah,
craft.
and I think that's exactly right.
Yeah.
I think that's why I kind of like it too.
Yeah.
You know, I like that the resources are coming through now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Son of through now. But I like it that we had that such of a big gap
Yeah.
they're
because
coming.
yeah,
They're coming.
because it's just like you said, bro.
Yeah.
If there's nothing around, Bala's gonna have to like if there's not a cricket bat there, we're gonna break a branch and use it for a cricket bat.
Because it has to be true, bro.
Yeah.
All the best riders come out of the hood, small little areas,
No.
and that's all they've got to do. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It just makes sense.
They
And
wrote from
yeah.
the streets and
Yeah.
the, you know,
And
down in
yeah.
the slumps.
It was crazy because we had this it was Lissy's show. It was Lissy's show. It was at a university in I think it was Brisbane. I think it was Brisbane. But you know, this was the first time like a lot of these main artists were in one spot,
Mm.
and I was heading there, so I was like, it was good. So when I walked in, bro, like I kind of felt that vibe where I was like, I'm an artist, but I'm in a room with all the big names that are like put out there.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm expecting to walk in and just chill.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to like,
Mm.
oh hi, though this, you know, because I was shy, like walking in, like, you know, I was like, you know, I don't really know the boys and stuff. But then like I had Knox come up to me,
Yeah.
Shelly 210, and Kimza from 046.
Oh, yo.
Bro, Soleh, bro, we were watching you when I was in high school. And I'm like, bro, you just look 30. What the fuck? Like,
So like, there's nothing wrong with 30.
yeah, no
It's
disrespect, you
just
know?
a number right now.
Because these are big boys, you know?
He
They're
can
big.
vouch.
They're not small, bro. They're big boys.
Yeah.
They're like big boys. And I'm like, I'm here sitting like, oh, because I'm thinking like, oh, these guys are older than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I was all right. But when they told me like, no, bro, we know you from your Facebook vids. Weren't you, what you doing? Like, rapper tag with Melbourne and all? I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, bro. I'm like, bro, I was in primary school. I'm like,
And the HP on it track
yeah,
too.
I'm like, gee, how old are you? Like, how old are you guys? And they're telling me like, oh, very like 20, 23, 25. I'm like, fuck, bro. If you have those big names, look at you like, nah, we know you, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like it's good, but it's just like, yeah, you just know me. Just don't know Cairns.
Yo.
Yeah.
You just don't know Towns. You just don't know. You just think I'm good. I give myself flowers. I'm good. But
Mm.
shit, there's some, like I said, there's some killers out here, bro.
Oh, yeah.
100%, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, also surely, you know, being a rapper yourself, you'll spit some bars for us. Yeah, I don't want to put you on the spot, but
Come on,
I came here prepared, bro. You know?
It's like,
Stay ready. Say get ready, isn't that?
I wanted to put
Stay
you on the
ready.
spot, but say that I didn't want to put you on the spot. But Sully, I got a beat for you.
Chuck it on.
Us.
Give you a listen, eh?
Let's go, bro. What we got?
Yes.
What we got?
Izzo. Us.
First bars, first podcast.
Again.
Yeah. Woo. Got a bit deep, this one?
Yo.
Oh, so I guess I'll spit some deep shit, I guess.
Us.
Yo.
Let's go.
Yeah. See, you cannot spell the word millions without a couple L's. See, I took them on my own and prayed to God that I prevail. Each night I had a dream that I would mark it up to tell. Had my story on CDs and had them records on the shelf. It's a hood story, just a little kid without no help, no father figure. So I had to get it by myself, and for them cold nights, I met the flames of hell by myself. Black baby in them trenches, learned the game by myself. Shit, I'm really from the bricks, from 05 to 2010. I made a trip down to the villa, made my way up back again. Getting green and hit the bay, graduated out the stems. Tried to keep my mother proud, but it was hard for me instead. Got stuck between the trap, we're chasing bitches and bread. Overthinking turned me blue, but in my vision I seen red. High beaming from the optic, many voices in my head, so if it's up, then it's stuck. Get the point until we dead. See, my homies lost their children, how the fucking light be fed? Have you ever lost a daughter or a son? Please share, cause we different in the distance. When I watch my brothers stare into this cold world, hoping for their children to be there. Opportunities, too many of them, I done discard, cause I never think I make it this far. I put the barbell to my head and make it flip hard. Gotta rep it for my family and myself until I get discharged. You see, I'm out to see the world, so yet the world can see me in person and not on screens in high def and 3D. How the fuck my brothers hate when I'm just trying to be me? Half of y'all don't like the truth, smoke pipe and beat me. Get off the couch and move difference or fall a victim to the street. Cause I'm not trying to be a gangster, bitch, I'm trying to be a chief. Make a difference for my people, I got many mouths to feed. So if your problems hit with me, best believe I got you beat. But I can't be here forever, one day death to be. Knocking on my front door, no
knowing that he got the keys to meet the crossroads. Hope my message didn't get the least, cause if tomorrow be the day, we always be family. I got statements for the people, no statements for police, cause in this cold world, smoking all these J's give me peace. Free Millie, fuck the system, I ain't got no enemies. Shit, it's me against me when I be sparking up these trees, and I be crying in my room when I be walking in these streets. I'm not close to being the best, but I put in work to get the cheese, to be a version of myself that can finally be complete. But it's a cold world, and on some lonely nights I barely sleep. Think about my first son, think about where I could be, think about if it was different, think about if it was G. But it's the trials and tribulations in this cold world, knowing the side of both worlds, knowing the consolation in the spacing of your own worlds. Yeah, but yet you're more of me into these both worlds. My twin in and afterlife until we have to show pearls. You're forever in my life until I go Earl. Peace.
Peace.
Sorry. Give me one.
That's all.
Solid.
Yeah. That's what we do, cuz. That's what we do in FNQ, cuz.
Solid. That was fat, man.
I love, man.
That was gangster, man.
Yeah, guys, keep an eye out too. I got an EP coming.
Yo.
A
You
little
hear
EP
that,
coming.
guys? We've got a spoiler going on.
10 songs. Another spoiler. It's not just me. It's a joint EP.
Yo.
So I got me and my uncle Nuggets.
Shout out.
From the MBB. So shout out to him, and I hope he's like this next this body of work. We took a bit of time on this one. So 10 songs coming soon. Keep your jocks clean, and we on, bro.
And keep your lens clean too, cuz.
Thanks for coming on, bro. Another
sweet.
shout out to you again. It was awesome to have you, bro. We're kind of wrapping it up all now, but thanks everyone for tuning in.
Hey, shout out to you guys.
Keep an eye out for his music.
Yeah.
I'll try and drop a link somewhere around here, wherever people put him.
Over there, I think, bro.
Yeah,
That
so
kind of.
wherever, try and drop a link. Give him a like, follow, and a share. Keep an eye on his music, bro, because Marshall's music's a banger, bro. And I think you guys will love it.
You know, for me, listening to the lyrics, it was basically touching base with everything we spoke about. You know what I mean? That's how real it was. So that was awesome, man.
Yeah, so $50 each.
I just said in the beginning, this is not a porno. Like,
Wait, bro, can you turn the lights off?
Oh, no. You hear that belt buckle first?
you know
Next
what?
minute here.
Daddy, chill.
Oh, man.
Love. Thank you guys for
Deadly.
first episode.
Deadly, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty keen to see more.
Yeah.
100.
We've got a lot more coming up. We've got some other special guests, so keep an eye out, guys. And follow us on our links, and I'll just chuck them wherever they're going to be.
Yeah, somewhere in space.
Yeah. Well, God bless.
God bless.
Love.
Peace out.